What's that number one industry that has made more millionaires and billionaires in the last 20 years than any other industry? Is it banking? Is it finance? Is it oil? Is it transportation? Is it aviation? Is it food and beverage? Is it restaurants? Which industry has made more billionaires and millionaires in the last 20 years? Let me guess. It's software. All right. Software has made more millionaires and billionaires. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, you name it. We got the stock market, top 100, top 50, top 1,000 companies anywhere in the world are software companies, okay? So I've always wanted to start a software company. I'm not a tech guy. I did not know how to code. I did not know anything about the internet. I was more into the consulting and other industries. And about 5-10 years ago, I got into the software and the digital marketing, internet industries. I learned how to code, but I was doing a service business. And after doing a service business for 10 years, I realized that service businesses don't have leverage. It's really hard to build leverage in a service business. And what does leverage mean? Leverage means like it's a multiplier effect. Like you're one person and you can do so much yourself. You only have 24 hours in a day, right? Or you have 12 hours or 10 hours or 8 hours or 14 hours of a working day. 5 days a week, for most people, 7 days a week if you want to really push it, right? So leverage gives you a multiplier effect where you can do way more in those 10, 12, 24 hours a day than you would just do as a person yourself. So there's 4 types of leverages. There could be more, but the most common ones that I know of are people leverage, where you hire people in a business and then you have a team, and the team obviously does way more than one person can humanly do. It's not possible for one person to do as much as 100 people can do, right? So a team gives you leverage. What else gives you leverage? Code gives you leverage, right? You write code or you build a product, which is a code like an app, one time, right? You put in that effort one time, but it gives you leverage because it keeps running itself. The code keeps executing itself, and that's why it gets a lot more people with the same cost, or a lot more people that you can sell it to with the same amount of time that you have. Does that make sense? Right? So I always wanted to get into software, and then the AI thing happened, and I was building automations, but not a software. Right now with AI, you can really build your own app. So we're in an age which is going to be the app age, the software AI age, building software using AI and building software of AI, right? So I built my first software, which is an AI agent. It's an online app where you can use this AI to be your receptionist, your recruiter, your customer service, your salesperson, your cold caller, and this AI calls people on your behalf and takes calls on your behalf and books meetings. All right, so I'm very excited about this. It's going really well. I got this idea. I went to these conferences where I met a lot of people, business owners, and they were like talking about this AI calling, AI for marketing, AI for sales. And I saw there's a lot of people putting money in this AI voice calling thing, and there's a lot of demand for it. So I went online and I saw there's a bunch of people advertising for it. There's a lot of videos being made on YouTube about it. And so I knew there's a market. There's sellers and there's buyers. So there is a market. I'm not inventing or trying to create a market. I'm trying to get a product in a market where there's already money, there's demand and supply, and I'm trying to find my own space in that market. Right? So this series of videos that I'm making is about how we're building Dialora. It's only been 2 months since we launched it. And in the last 2 months, we've got about 400 users, and it's going great. And I've learned a lot in this whole process. We started building it in January, very part-time, maybe like 2 hours a day kind of thing, or like 5 hours a week. It was very part-time. We literally spent one weekend to do an MVP on it, so about 24 hours with the team. So I have a team of developers, and so they built the first version of it in a week, but it was far from actually being able to be sold, right? Or a usable product, right? So over a few months, we went through the process. I'm gonna break down the process to you, okay? And we're literally right now, as we stand, in 2 months, $100,000 company, a 6-figure company, okay? And the goal is, this is the challenge, right? We're trying to make Dialora into a $10 million company in the next 3 months, in 90 days from launch to $10 million. I'm gonna make it or not make it, we're gonna see. But I'm gonna show you everything behind the scenes, and you can walk through the whole process with me. So yeah, so the first thing was that I ascertained, I validated that there is a market, there are people selling it, building this kind of products, and then there are people buying it. There is a need, and there's a demand, there's a supply. So, okay, so I have to go research my competitors now. So I go on Google, and I'm gonna show you my screen now. I went on Google and on Perplexity and ChatGPT and Grok and Claude, and I used all of their search powers to find out all my competitors. All right. So you can see my screen here. All right. So you can see my screen here. I went and I got, actually this entire Excel sheet was created with AI, by an AI for me. So we went on and looked at all of these competitors. There were about 20 something, 23. We found more now, and we keep finding more, and we keep trying them, testing them, and seeing their marketing. We're trying to see what they're selling, what their USP is. USP is a unique selling proposition, like what is their specialty. So we saw that many companies were targeting developers only. So it was like creating a platform where technical people could actually then go build something with voice AI and then sell it to people, right? We were not that. We are trying to build, we've built an AI that you can set up, a voice AI, an AI agent that can call and receive calls within less than 5 minutes, right? So if it's for someone who's not tech savvy, someone who doesn't have time, a business owner who doesn't understand AI, doesn't understand tech, but needs to use AI to grow their business, right? That's our market. There was a lot of competitors targeting very big companies, call centers, enterprises, and they were different pricing, different many things, and we were not that, right? So we had to find out. So the first thing I did, I found out what other people are selling, who are the competitors, what are they exactly selling, who are they selling to, and what is their specialty, and what are they bad at, what were the reviews, So I went on different sites like AppSumo, Product Hunt, and even Google reviews, Trustpilot, and I saw these people's reviews, and I saw like what's working for them and what's not working for them, what is missing, and what are consumers, the users, the customers, what are they saying that is missing in their products, and how can I beat these people? I don't want to compete with these big companies who's got hundreds of millions of dollars in funding. I don't want to compete with them. I'm not going to be able to compete with them with a bootstrapped company, right? This is all my money and the minimum amount of money, right? I'm not taking any loans. I'm not taking any investments. We did get offers for investments, but we refused them. We don't want investments. We want to be completely bootstrapped, right? So as you can see, we found out what their positioning was, who they were targeting, what their messages was, and what their differentiation was. And then we found out what's missing, and then we planned the product and the features and the audience, and these are the product roadmap, the different features that we added so that we would have these features that were missing in those companies, right? And so we had this product roadmap, and I'm showing you everything, right? So this is the cost and all of that. You have to break down your cost to acquire a customer, cost per sale, right? So we kept building this and kept building this and kept building this. So the first thing you want to know, the first thing on the step was the competitor research, finding our USP, our space, and that's how I did it. So you can go and you can find the prompt. Just DM me in the comments, just type prompt, and I will send you the exact prompt that I did to find the competitor data. Then you have to use the competitor products. You have to see the reviews. You have to, understand the market, right? And then you have to find the gap where you can come in that is missing, and the audience that's missing that these people are not targeting. So you got to find your, what they call the blue ocean, or they call the niche or the sub niche within a niche, right? So these are the basics. So this is part marketing, part entrepreneurship, part product creation, and this is like starting from scratch. So the first thing is understanding that there is a demand and supply, there is a market, there are people selling and people buying, and then who are the people selling, who are they selling to, who's buying, and then you have to understand what they're not fulfilling, what's the gap, right? And then we found the gap and we created this product specifically for the gap, and that was the first step. Good. I will see you in the next video where we go over the pricing strategy and the branding strategy and the messaging strategy and all of that. Okay, cool. And so this is Dialora. If you want to check it out, it's dialora.ai, and it's a great product. It's working really well. And if you want to automate your calls and make outbound calls and inbound calls, you can use Dialora and make a lot of money. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.